folks. I'm Kimberly Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar, and we are ready to rock and roll. Sorry for being a little bit late. Had a few issues getting things going, but now that I got everything going, let's get started, shall we? Let's get started, shall we? Woo! Test 1, 2. Oh, okay. Alright, just making sure my audio levels are good. Okay. Alrighty, folks, this is Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar, your net control station for the Pride Radio Group net. Sorry for the late start. I had a few technical difficulties, but I got them sorted out, so let me reset, and we shall begin the net. Hello everyone, welcome to the Pride Radio Group Net. I'm Kimberly Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar, your net control operator. My pronouns are she, her. This net is a roundtable for general discussions and friendly chats. Please direct all calls through the net control station. We meet every Sunday at 2 a.m. Coordinated Universal Time or thereabouts. Before we begin, is there any emergency or priority traffic? If there is an emergency at any time, please let us know and we will assist you promptly. This net provides a safe place for members of the LGBTQ plus community and their allies to connect over the airwaves. It is open to all licensed amateur radio operators without the need for membership. We also welcome third-party traffic. Speaking of memberships, the Pride Radio Group fosters an inclusive environment for learning, experimenting, and enjoying radio communications. We encourage, promote, and support diversity within the wider radio community. We share our experiences and knowledge, celebrate Pride on the air, and welcome all individuals. To learn more about the Pride Radio Group, join us and gain access to our Discord chat room. Visit prideradio.group. Again, the website is prideradio.group. And you can also find information by checking out Victor Kilo 3 Papa Romeo Golf or Kilo 3 Papa Romeo Golf on QRZ.com. Membership is free and all are welcome, regardless of who you are and who you love, unless you harbor hatred towards us, of course. This net is being relayed on the Pride Radio Network and its affiliated systems, including All-Star, Echolink, IRLP, DMR, YSF Reflector, WiresX, M17, NXDN, P25, D-Star, Zello, Ham Shack Hotline, and Hams over IP. It is also streamed live on Broadcastify, Icecast, my YouTube channel, Twitch, and Kick, which you could find by searching for my call sign, Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar. For information on how to connect to this network, or for the links to the Broadcastify and Icecast, visit PrideRadioNetwork.com. Again, PrideRadioNetwork.com. Let me reset. And let me back this spider away from the monitor. Now that the spider's gone, let me continue. You can also track and follow this net by downloading NetLogger for Windows, Linux, or Mac OS from netlogger.org. Again, the website is netlogger.org. NetLogger allows you to log into the net and view a list of call signs that would pop up in real time as I enter them in. It's pretty cool, and I highly recommend you check it out. If you're on Android or iPhone, if you're using Android or iPhone, there's a third-party app called On Air Net Scraper that'll let you see the NetLogger data. Again, for iPhone and Android users, the app is called On Air Net Scraper. Now, before we get too carried away with the net here, do we have any news, announcements, or other items to share with the net and the Pride Radio Group? Alright, hearing nothing. Let's move on to check-ins for the Pride Radio Group net. We'll begin with mobile stations, those short on time, and those who are in and out. If you fall into any of these categories, please come forward with your call sign slowly, twice, and phonetically. Feel free to share your pronouns as well. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, and I'm standing by for check-ins from mobile short on time and in and out stations.
Kilo Bravo 3, Sierra Quebec Victor. Kilo Bravo 3, Sierra Quebec Victor. J. Pronouns are he, him, in and out. Thank you.
We got Kilo Bravo 3, Sierra Quebec. Let me, doggone it, stuttering is happening. Wait a second. Okay, we have Kilo Bravo 3, Sierra Quebec Victor, in and out, got you down. Thanks for your in and out check-in in 7-3. Any other mobile short on time and in and out stations? Alrighty, hearing nothing, we will now take check-ins from anyone anywhere. If you'd like to join the Pride Radio Group net, please come forward with your call sign slowly, twice, and phonetically. You may also share your pronouns too if you wish.
Victor Kilo 3, Papa Whiskey Juliet. Victor 3, PWJ Peter. Victor Kilo 3, Papa Whiskey Juliet.
Okie dokie, Victor Kilo 3, Papa Whiskey Juliet, we got you down. Who else is out there?
Kilo Yankee 4 Foxtrot Victor KY4 FV Brian from Atlanta, Georgia.
Kilo Yankee 4 Foxtrot Victor, we got you. Who else is out there? Come on, folks, we normally get quite a bit more than this. Let's see if we can shake that tree a little bit and make a few of you drop off and say g'day to us. Hi, hi. Who else is out there wishing to check into the Pride Radio Group net? All I need are your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and we'll throw you up on that list. Alrighty, one more time. If we have any additional stations wishing to join us, please come now with your call sign slowly, twice, and phonetically, and we'll get you added to the Pride Radio Group Net. I'm Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, and I'm standing by for more check-ins to the Pride Radio Group Net. Alrighty. Well, occasionally some of our regulars will show up late, so no biggie. We're gonna go through this list, and then hopefully by the time we're done, we'll get some more. We have once again an in and out from Kilo Bravo 3, Sierra Quebec Victor. Thanks for stopping by, and 7-3. Next up on the list, Victor Kill 3, Papa Whiskey Juliet, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. We'll toss it over to you, mate.
Yes, KJ7 OMO. Good afternoon, Kimberley, the K3 PWJ turning. Thank you for running it, and hopefully that prayer gets a good shake too. Hello day from a nice sunny end of winter sort of day here. It's been pretty miserable weather-wise in our state here, Victoria, in the town of the city of Bendigo, Victoria, Australia, and spring is sort of springing. There's all the trees are starting to flower, so it's a good time of year if you can keep the cold wind away. But we shall persevere. We had a very successful radio fest here in Bendigo last weekend. You might remember Tony JD, the H3JD and I talked about that at the last time, and all the time before, because last week we were busy at the festival. It was very successful. They had about 300, excess of 300 people turn up there. It was nice. Lots of sales, lots of good stuff available, and lots of networking going on. So I'd say pretty successful. So things have quietened down a bit since then. Not much else. I'll hang on to anything else till the next round. So back to you, KJ7 OMO, VK3 PWJ.
VK3 PWJ from KJ7 OMO returning. That sounds like a lot of fun that you've had. Awesome that you've had that many people show up. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's some good stuff there. And we have a Discord check-in from Kilo 5 Sierra Yankee November, who is in and out. And speaking of check-ins outside of the network here, for those who are unable to check in via voice, you're welcome to check in via any of the live streams. We got the YouTube live stream, the Twitch live stream, and also the Kick live stream. If you're on NetLogger, you can check in via that. If you're on the Skeds channel on the Pride Radio Group Discord, you could also check in via that. If you happen to have WinLink, you could send a message to my call sign, and I could check you in via WinLink. If you are on the Fediverse that uses the ActivityPub protocol, this includes Mastodon, Plamora, Misskey, and so on and so forth. Look for at KJ7OMO at mastodon.radio. You can also email me your check-ins. My email is kj7omo at gmail.com. And if you know how to get a hold of me via my private social media links, of course, I can check you in via that as well. And if you are a shortwave listener or a scanner listener, you haven't yet gotten your ham radio license. Well, what the heck are you waiting for? Get on it, mate. Get your ham radio license and get on the air, because you're missing out if you don't. With that out of the way, Kilo Yankee 4, Foxtrot Victor, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. The floor is now yours.
Good evening, everybody on the net. Just wanted to, I stumbled across the net, just wanted to join in and say hello. And it'll be my first time checking in with you guys. And just finally getting my system set up where I can talk on analog and digital. So wanted to check in with y'all and say hello. So may check in a future time also. So thank you very much for having me. Kilo Yankee 4, Foxtrot Victor from Villa Rica, Georgia.
Alright, Kilo Yankee 4, Foxtrot Victor from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. It's sounding pretty good into the network, and a wave hello to you, and we're glad to have a Georgia station check in with us tonight. Let's see, since we are a reg unit, we'll call you back in just a moment, but first, we have a Discord check-in from Victor Kilo 1 Tango Tango Yankee, who is also listening in, like the other Discord check-in. Thank you for your check-in, and 7-3 to you, and also the other Discord check-in. Which brings us to the bottom of the list. Hopefully we have some others showing up. If you're out there wishing to check into the Pride Radio Group Net, please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and you're welcome to share your pronouns too if you like. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar once again, and I'm looking for more check-ins to the Pride Radio Group Net.
This is November 9 Victor United. November 9 Victor United. My name is Gary near Chicago, Illinois. Hopefully you can hear me now.
Alright, we have November 9 Victor uniform. We got you down. Who else is out there?
Hi, Victor Kilo 1 Tango Yankee. Just listening on Echolink at the moment. Just preparing coffee, so won't be in voice, but hi and bye. KJ7 OMO, VK1 double TY over.
Victor Kilo 1 Tango Yankee. Thanks for the voice check-in, and 7-3. Good to hear you again, kitty. Alright, who else is out there?
VK4 November Romeo Delta, Rhonda in Gympie, Queensland.
Okie dokie, we have Victor Kilo 4 November Romeo Delta. Got you down. Good hearing you again on the net. Who else is out there? We got it. Keep hitting that wrong button. Alright, one more time. Do we have anybody else out there wishing to check into the Pride Radio Group Net? All I need are your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and you're welcome to share your pronouns too if you like. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, she, her, looking for additional check-ins to the Pride Radio Group Net.
This is
Oh, here we go! Here we go!
KC3 VAU Kilo Charlie 3 Victor India uniform.
We got
Easy,
people!
see her
We
pronouns,
got
please.
people! We got people! Hell yeah, they're all coming out of the woodwork! Oh, heck yeah, I mean, sorry for the use of the foul language. Alright, looks like we have more coming out of the woodwork. Kilo Charlie 3 Victor India uniform. We got you down. Anybody else out there? This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, looking for more check-ins to the Pride Radio Group net. Alrighty, looks like we've extracted 3 other stations from that tree there. We're going to go ahead and move the tree shaker to another tree and shake the other one. While that's happening, we're going to toss the mic over to November 9, Victor United, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar.
Roger, this is N9PU. I had a bit of a problem getting in here. I'm using one of the other inputs to get in. Let me see, where am I getting in here? I tried one. The link didn't work. The link that I'm in right now is YSF 95569, VW mode.
Alrighty, copy that. I'll have to take a look at that and see if I could take a poke at it later on. But at least you're able to get in, and that's all that matters. Back to you to see if you got any additional traffic. Alrighty, we'll get back with you in just a moment. VK4, November Romeo Delta, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. Go ahead and take it.
KJ7 OMO, VK4 November Romeo Delta. Thanks for having me in on the net. I almost forgot it was on today because last night my shower head it all came apart, so I'm off to the hardware store this morning to get a new shower head, and on the way home top my tank all the way to the top with petrol because it's the cheapest it's been in months, so I thought it was the time to fill the tank right up. And just glad to be in on the net. So with that, I'll put it back to you, KJ7OMO, VK4NRD.
VK4 NRD from KJ7OMO returning. Well, fantastic. Not so fun when you had to go to the hardware store to buy some stuff to fix it, but hey, good to know that petrol, or gas as we call it, gasoline or gas for short as we call it, is very, very cheap right now. So yeah, it would make sense to fill your tank all the way up to the top. If you have one of those gas cans or jerry cans or whatever they're called, if you have like several of them, probably be a good idea to fill all those up too. That way you'll have plenty of cheap gas for a while, or petrol. Anyhow, we're gonna kick it over now to KC3 VIU. This is KJ7OMO.
This is KC3VIU. Yeah, not much to report this week, except for I did manage to find some of the elements for my new VHF antenna, um, the homebrew one, and I need some wood and some other pieces now. But I found the elements themselves, and hopefully start some construction on that soon. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and call it short on this round. So back to net control. This is KC3 VIU back to KJ7 OMO.
Alrighty, KC3VIU from KJ7OMO returning. Alright, thanks for checking in, and it's good to hear you as always. Alrighty, folks, we're at the bottom of the list, so before we kick it back up to the top to continue this RadioNet, do we have any other stations out there wishing to check into the Pride Radio Group Net? All I need are your call signs solely, twice, and phonetically, and you're welcome to share your pronouns too if you like. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, and I'm looking for additional check-ins to the Pride Radio Group Net.
Whiskey 1, Charlie, Bravo, Delta. Whiskey 1, Charlie, Bravo, Delta.
We got you, finally! Finally, your butt shows up. Okay. Yeah, that came in all scratchy. I could not copy your call sign. It was a terrible reception. I'm only kidding. I'm just messing with you. I'm only messing with you. You have very excellent quality, audio quality. W1 CBD, we got you down. Who else is out there? Sorry, I couldn't resist. Alright, W1 CBD from KJ7 OMO. About time you showed up. Good to hear you finally on the net. The floor is yours, KJ7 OMO.
Thank you very much. Just here at the ARRL New England Convention, just ending, the weekend's ending up, found some interesting little goodies at the flea market. Flea market was actually pretty good. Great seminars today and yesterday, and some more tomorrow. But that's it. Great to be in here finally. And back to net, KJ7OMO, this is Whiskey 1, Charlie, Bravo, Delta.
Alrighty, sounding real good on the net. Whiskey 1, Charlie, Bravo, Delta from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar returning. We'll call you back in just a bit, but we're going to go ahead and kick it right back up to the top of the list. Victor Kilo 3, Papa, Whiskey Juliet from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. Go ahead and take it.
VK3WJ returning to KJ7OMO in the group. Thank you. Like I was saying, there's not much apart from the having done all that Radio Fest stuff last week, managed to come down with a cold, so great fun. There's lots of colds and sniffles around. Obviously picked up lurgy, as they say, somewhere. So hopefully that's gone soon. I think I'm past the point of it being miserable, so it looks like the sun keeps shining, might feel even better by the end of the day. Nice that you shook the tree, Kimberly, and you got a lot of berries today, so well done, congratulations. I haven't been doing much other radio-wise. The digital setup is going quite well and getting quite a bit of traffic around, so that's always good to be able to participate, and makes it all worthwhile. Okay, back to you in the group, KJ7OMO, VK3PWJ.
VK3PWJ from KJ7OMO returning. Yeah, I know, right? It's nice to have a variety of berries falling from the virtual tree here, and well, we have a second tree shaker now on another tree. So hopefully, with two tree shakers, we could get some more berries, aka people falling off them. Hi, and checking into the net. But before we do that, since we're getting ahead of ourselves, let's take the mic back over to Kilo Yankee 4 Foxtrot Victor from Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar.
Yeah, good evening, everybody, and thank you for having me on the net. Like I said, this is my first time checking in. Just wanted to say hello, make this a habit. But I'm checking out your website now, and looking at everything and seeing what's going on. But enjoying listening to the net, and thank you very much for having me.
Okay, and thank you very much for joining. And yeah, we're here every week around this time. Feel free to stop by, and of course, the network is always open for traffic any time of the day, and I encourage everybody to make use of it. All right, we're gonna swing it back over to November 9, Victor Uniform from Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar. Okie doke, I think they are gone. Brrr. Alright, we're gonna try that one more time. November 9, Victor Uniform from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. Alright, they're gone. Alrighty, looks like looks like we lost them, so we'll say 7-3 if they're still there, and we'll kick it back down under to VK4, November Romeo Delta from KJ7OMO.
KJ7OMO, VK4, November Romeo Delta. Not a lot to add. Still a few chores that I haven't finished today, and my bin's a bit full under the sink, so that's going to be needed getting out. So, but I might spend all of the time in the garden this afternoon. Thanks for having me on the net, and I'll make this my last in on the net, so I'll say 73 to everyone, and put it back to you. KJ7OMO, VK4 NRD.
Alrighty, VK4 NRD from KJ7OMO returning. Alright, well, thanks for your check-in. We'll say 7-3 to you, and yeah, we definitely look forward to hearing you again on the next one, as well as all the other previous check-ins and future check-ins, of course. Yeah, we always look forward to hearing everybody on each and every weekly net. All right, KC3VIU KJ7OMO. We yanked that mic back from down under, and now it is yours. Until you hand it back, of course. All right, Phoebe, go ahead and take it.
KC3VIU. Hey, I don't know anybody named Mike. But I'll try anything once. No, hi. Yeah, kind of a follow-up. Last weekend was probably the last Pride event in the summer season here in this area, and it was kind of peculiar. We got there, and we were in a sense pulling a thunderstorm, and I mean a pretty good thunderstorm with us for the last half an hour, maybe 45 minutes of the trip, and we get there and the thunderstorm had already been through, and then what we were pulling through got there, and we pretty much spent about an hour and 15 minutes, maybe an hour and a half at the place inside. And there's some pretty decent inside facilities, but there were a lot of people there. And so, yeah, it was in almost every sense a washout for us. Apparently they had good conditions for maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours before we got there, which seems kind of peculiar because we got there and it looked like it had already been shut down for a while. I mean, the rains were just torrential. All the little pop-up tents had been rained on and were like 75% of them were like falling over and whatnot else. Apparently people had just enough time to either pack up or get inside with some of the things. It was absolutely crazy, but we made the best of it. Had a good evening. Went out and had a nice dinner at a local diner, and got some little tchotchkes and stuff when we were inside. But and I did meet up with a couple of folks, including this one lady who runs the what's called. I'm going to take a second here just in case I time out. That runs the Queer Threads group. It's crafting for those people who identify as in the queer community, LGBTQ and whatnot. So, and I got to meet up with her because we usually see each other once a year at Pride, and she's such a sweetheart, really nice lady, and it's always always pleasant to see her and chat a bit. So, but outside of that, not too much happening this week. Anyway, I'm going to send it back to Net Control. This is KC3VIU, back to KJ7 OMO.
KC3VIU from KJ7 OMO returning. Well, that is awesome that you got to go to a Pride event despite having a thunderstorm there, but good to know that even a thunderstorm can't stop Pride from happening. Hi. It's good that you had a lot of fun, and we're going to toss it back to Whiskey 1 Charlie Bravo Delta because I'm losing my train of thought. Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar.
KJ7OMO, this is Whiskey 1 Charlie Bravo Delta. Yeah, great. I'm really glad to have gotten the chance to get on the net. I don't remember the last time I was on the net with so many geographically, distant folks. So, but I'll say good evening to one and all, because I got to get up early tomorrow and check out of the hotel, because they'd like us to get out of here. One thing I did get from this weekend, I definitely need to look more into WinLink and get that set up and maybe run an RMS out of the house. But back to net, KJ7OMO, W1CBD 73s, all have a great night and a great week.
Alright, W1CBD from KJ7OMO returning. Alright, well, I'm also interested in, at some point, running a VHF or UHF WinLink gateway here, because there are none in my area, and the only closest, VHF, UHF, WinLink gateway here is too far to be reached, and also at the other side of the mountains, so, yeah. yeah, I wouldn't mind getting one set up here at some point. But yeah, it's good to have you again, and I do, and yeah, you have a good night and a safe trip out of that hotel and to wherever that is that you're going. And I'll toss 7-3 your way, and it's good to finally have you on the net after trying so hard to drag you on at the past, oh, I don't know how long. Hi. Alright, we'll catch you later. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, and I'm looking for more check-ins to the Pride Radio Group net. So if you're out there wishing to check in, please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and you're welcome to share your pronouns too if you like.
Here's
Kilo,
November
Kilo
8.
7, November Whiskey Uniform. I'll say again, Kilo, Kilo 7, November Whiskey Uniform. Peter, and pronouns are he and they.
We got
Good
two!
evening, Kim.
We got two!
Here's November 8, Victor, November Romeo. That's November 8, Victor, November Romeo. I'm in and out this evening.
Alright, well, we got the two of you there. Excellent. Kilo 7 November Whiskey Uniform. We got you down. And November 8, Victor, November Romeo, we got you down too with an in and out. Thanks for stopping by. And 7-3. Any other stations out there? Ah, dang! Love it when we have a train wreck on the net. Alright, one more time. Do we have any other stations out there wishing to check into the net? All I need are your call signs solely, twice, and phonetically. And we'll get you added to the list. Oh! Alrighty, well, those two tree shakers are really doing their job, aren't they? We might have to add a third or even a fourth one to shake some more trees, but for right now, KK7NWU, KJ7OMO, good to hear you again.
Thank you. It's good to hear you as well. I finally have a night off from work. This is day 6 of, I think, 7. So tomorrow will be my Friday, thankfully. Thank goodness. As mentioned in the Discord, I am currently in the process of the beginning stages of moving the radio room across the house. So this is going to get interesting real quick. I think I'm going to build a custom desk for the area it's going to go in, just because I can. How is everybody doing tonight? KK7NWU is clear.
Alright, sounds like a lot of fun. KK7NWU from KJ7OMO returning. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. And, hopefully you get all that sorted. And yeah, it's definitely good to hear you out there again. It looks like VK2 GPU tried to check in, but apparently our affiliate repeater in Australia in Sydney is having some issues. Well, we'll check her in anyway. But in the meantime, while we wait for her to get her issue sorted, we're gonna kick it right back up to VK3 PWJ from KJ7OMO. Victor Kilo 3 Papa Whiskey Juliet from Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar.
Victor Kilo 3 Papa Whiskey Juliet, back to you. KJ70MO, sorry about that, I was out of the room briefly. As I said, there's lots to do on a day off, like most people find, so I'm trying to tidy up my work office. As usual, one gets distracted when you start tidying up. Then you find something, you think, oh, I better read that, and should I throw that out, should I keep that? Quite a mystery how it all works, but hopefully I'll get the job done without too much other interaction or distraction, I should say, from stuff that I should have read before. This might be my last round as well, so I'll say g'day from Australia. Thank you for running the net, Kimberly, and KJ7OMO in the group, VK3PWJ.
Alrighty there, mate. No worries, and yeah, thanks for checking in, and we're glad to have you. We're glad to have you aboard, and yeah, we'll catch you later on and 7-3. All right, we're gonna kick it right back to Kilo Yankee 4 Foxtrot Victor from Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar.
Good evening, everybody on that. I was sending a message just looking at the different modes for checking in and listening in. Like I said, this is my first time, so it's pretty interesting. And just trying to figure out what other options there are. So thank you guys for having me. This is amazing. Thanks. KY4FB.
Alright, Kilo Yankee 4 Foxtrot Victor from Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar returning. Alright, yeah, we support pretty much every mode out there. Or basically, we're a multi-mode network, and we have the multiple modes to expand the reach of our network and to get as many folks on it as possible. And so, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. We're gonna kick it over to KC3 VIU, and we also have a Discord check-in from VK3 Victor Tango Victor, who will try to join us on voice here in just a bit. But before we send it to them, we're gonna kick it over to Kilo Charlie 3 Victor India Uniform from Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar.
This is KC3VAU, Phoebe. So without much to say on the rest of the net, and other comments, I did want to mention that I've been looking into a different Baofeng HT to maybe get on digital mode, because I found that there's I think it's D-Star that's nearby, and might be able to tie into that. But other than that, just kind of just general playing around. I did take my HT with me to Pride and was able to get on a couple of repeaters up there, but didn't do any real chatting or anything on it. But that was Allentown, Pennsylvania. At any rate, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the evening. We've got some stuff we're going to be looking to do tomorrow. So this is KC3VIU giving 73 and 33 to those listening. And I'll be clear on my final. Back to KJ7 OMO.
Alright, KC3VIU, KJ7, OMO returning. Alright, no worries. You have a wonderful night. 3373 and all the numbers to you. And we will catch you next time. Alright, KK7NWU, KJ7, OMO. Go ahead and take it.
Oh no, you're trusting me with a microphone again. I have no idea what topics we're on because I came in super, super late. My husband was in taking a nap, and that's part of the reason I'm moving the radio room is we moved some of the rooms around in the house, and the queen bed does not fit in my room with the radio gear, so the radio gear is going to move across the house. That's what spurred that move. I've been experimenting with building a 10-meter dipole, or somewhere along within that wavelength, a 10-meter dipole. I don't have 330 feet, obviously, but I can do something that will resonate within the wavelength. It's just a matter of experimenting with it and finding time to get it done. Other than that, I haven't done much. I've played around on HF a little bit, but since it's summertime in the U.S., 10 meters is pretty much dead in the water. So I'm not having a whole lot of fun there. I do listen to a couple of different traffic nets on 40 and 80 meter when I can. So I am keeping up with ham radio stuff. It's just life has got me firmly in its grips at the moment. It's summertime in a tourist town, so I've been kept very, very busy at the hotel. So unfortunately, that's all the updates I got for you. KK7NWU, back to net.
Okie dokie, KK7NWU from KJ7, OMO returning. Alright, well, sounds like a lot of fun experimenting with a dipole. I've been experimenting with a different kind of dipole here myself, where it's a 20 and 40 meter dipole, but I wrapped one of the 40 meter elements around a 20-foot tall fishing pole. I believe that's like, what, 6.1 meters or something like that. But yeah, I took the entire 40-meter element and just wrapped it around the pole. And then I took one of the 20-meter elements, and I just fished that element through the eyelets of the fishing pole where the fishing lines normally would be stuffed through. And then I secured all that together with electrical tape. And then I stood that fishing pole up, poking through the roof, poking through the roof of an old abandoned home that hadn't been occupied in more than 20 years. And the other two elements of the antenna, well, they're just laying on the ground. And so far, that's been working pretty great. The only complaints, because, well, the antenna is so close to my home, which is an RV, that I've been getting a lot of RF in a shack, so I'll have to figure out a different location for the antenna. But as long as I keep the power down, it shouldn't be too much of a issue. Anyhow, I'll see if a VK2 GPU is able to tune in and have a chat for a moment. KJ7 OMO. Alright, it looks like VK2 GPU is not able to hear the repeater, unfortunately, or something weird is going on with the repeater down there. We'll have to look into it. But at least she can hear. At least she's able to check in via Discord. All right. Let's see if VK3 Victor Tango Victor is able to join us. KJ7OMO.
Victor Kilo 3, Victor Tango Victor joining in via Echo Link. Some of the audio was actually a bit garbled at certain points, but it seems to be alright now. Currently connecting via gigabit connection, so it should be alright at the moment. So yeah, just sorting out my Motorola here, my DP4801E, to connect to our VKDMR network on 70 centimeters. However, there are some issues with one of the repeaters out in the eastern suburbs, and no one seems to be able to get onto the people that run the repeater in that time slot 2 is broken, and will send an error message to your radio. So anyway, just checking in Victor Kilo 3, Victor Tango Victor, calling with KJ7OMO.
Alright, Victor Kilo 3, Victor Tango Victor from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar returning. Alright, well, good to know that the audio issues have sorted themselves out. I was almost ready to take a poke at it later on. But I might take a poke at it anyway and, give the, give my portion of the network a good reboot. Anyhow, it's good to hear you on the net, and we'll get back with you in just a moment. But first, let's see if any of the tree shakers have done their job and made a few extra berries, aka folks, fall off of them. Do we have any additional check-ins out there for the Pride Radio Group net? Any additional check-ins? Please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically if you'd like to check into the Pride Radio Group net. And you're welcome to share your pronouns too, if you like. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, and I'm looking for more check-ins to the Pride Radio Group net. Alright, do we have any additional check-ins? Any additional check-ins to the Pride Radio Group net? Please come now with your call signs solely, twice, and phonetically. Alrighty, hearing nothing, we're gonna kick it back up to the top of the list. Kilo Yankee 4, Foxtrot Victor from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. Ooh, the heck? Boop.
Yes, good evening, everybody. I got an antenna question I was going to ask. I was considering getting a hex beam, a VHQ hex beam, which is supposed to be basically a bulletproof hex beam. And I'm just curious if anybody else on the net tonight has a hex beam and what they thought about it. If it was, it just seems to me everything I read seems to be a pretty good antenna. And really thinking about spending the money on it. Just wanted to see what everybody thought about it.
Alrighty, KY4FV from KJ7. I'm returning. By the way, you might need to turn your mic gain down just a bit, because I noticed that you've got some occasional clipping But, yeah, I don't own a hex beam, but a long time ago I did have the pleasure of remote controlling somebody else's HF station, a few years ago, and they had a hex beam, and I don't know, it seemed to perform quite alright. I mean, I've never had any problems with it. You know, I seem to be getting some fairly good amount of contacts with that hex beam that the other station owner had. Yeah, it does a yeah. It's got some pretty fairly good directionality out of it. I don't know how good because I didn't really tested it extensively, but it seemed to work quite all right. Definitely recommend putting a motorized rotator on that thing for sure. if one isn't included with the hex beam. All right. Back to KK7NWU from KJ7OMO.
Oh no, you trust me with a mic again. In other news, I have two neighbors that have sold their houses, and new neighbors have moved in. One of them asked me what the antennas on the side of the house were for, and so we had a little discussion about ham radio and amateur radio in general. So maybe I've got somebody else interested in the hobby. I don't know. And then my friend Michaela, I'm trying to get her into Pride Radio Group. She has all the information. Now we're just waiting on her to do the thing. She said pretty much an egg that didn't crack but actually exploded onto the scene. So that's her own words. So can't wait to hear her on the network when she finally is ready to do so. Currently, she's active as an alternate net control like I am on the State of Oregon District 1 Aries net, which is actually how we met, and she came out 2 weeks ago, I think. So that was kind of neat to hear. I'm like, well, you got a big supporter here. Don't be afraid to reach out and talk to me. So that's a positive. Other than that, not much else going on. She kind of took me as her Elmer, and I took her as an Elmer for me. So we're learning from each other. So it's been a neat little symbiotic relationship so far, and I really do hope she makes it onto Pride Radio Net. Anyway, KK7NWU, back to net.
KK7NWU from KJ7OMO returning. Well, that is freaking awesome. Awesome. Yeah, we definitely need to get her over here. Not only to the Pride Radio Group Net, you know, get her hooked up with access to our network, but we also should get her hooked up with access to our Discord server as well. So yeah, be sure to share with her the prideradio.group website and also the prideradionetwork.com websites. Those two websites right there. The prideradio.group for joining our Discord server, and prideradionetwork.com for list of all of our network's connection points. And yeah, we definitely look forward to hearing her on the net for sure. And yeah, why not? You're welcome to give her my call sign as well and have her to contact me directly. Alright, VK3 Victor Tango Victor from KJ7OMO returning. You're up next.
Yeah, Victor Kilo 3, Victor Tango Victor. And from from Victor Kilo 3, Victor Tango Victor to KJ7OMO net. Yeah, I've just done a trace route. The audio on your end appears to be garbling up a little bit. I have done a trace route. Nothing that bad. It is going through the direct link with my service provider over to LA and then getting handed over to some other provider to then go forward to the server, we'll have to see. It doesn't look like there's anything wrong from the provider's end, but they're usually pretty proactive if there's an issue to do with peering and the networking side of things. I got to jump off soon. I might join back on my mobile, but got to jump off. I got to test out this radio go across town because the repeater, DMR repeaters, there aren't any DMR repeaters on my side of town that I can access considering how high above sea level I am. Anyway, Victor Kilo 3, Victor Tango Victor 2, KJ7 OMO net.
Alright, Victor Kilo 3, Victor Tango Victor from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar returning. Alright, yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah, it seems like it might be a network issue between us and you, since you are going directly into my node. It's a very long ways to go from Australia over to the US via the internet. Normally we would have you connect to one of the Aussie Echolink nodes, but I'm surprised that the Pride Echolink server has gone offline, and chances are probably the other servers probably out as well. So we'll have to poke Tony VK3JED, give him a good poking and have him to investigate, since the Pride Echolink conference is his, he's the one managing, that one, and I unfortunately don't have access to any of his servers, so there's nothing I can do on my part other than just to give him a good poking on Discord and let him know. Anyhow, I thank you for joining us, and yeah, we definitely look forward to hearing you again, and I'll toss 7-3 your way. Alrighty, folks, this is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, and I'm looking for additional check-ins to the Pride Radio Group net. So if you'd like to check in, please come now with your call signs solely, twice, and phonetically. Alright, one more time. Do we have any additional check-ins to the Pride Radio Group net? Please come now with your call signs solely, twice, and phonetically. Alrighty, well, it looks like it's just down to the three of us, and looking at the check-in log, I see that we are nearly at our record. Our record was, I believe, 16 check-ins, and that was set, a few years back, and I'm hoping to one day exceed the record. So, yeah, we're pretty darn close to our record. We're at 14 right now. But anyhow, we're gonna toss it back to Kilo Yankee 4 Foxtrot Victor from Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar. If I could stop the computer from transmitting, that is. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, thank y'all for having me again. So, yeah, I enjoyed talking about the hex beam. I really think I'm going to get one of those. And I'm looking at the VHQ hex beam. It's a little more expensive, but looks like it'll last well in the weather. But thank y'all for having me. I think I'll join this group on a regular basis. I have it now stored into my All-Star on my phone. I was originally connected through the Wires X, and it's a little clearer on the phone actually. So thank y'all for having me, and KY4FV.
Alrighty, KY4FV from KJ7 OMO returning. Yeah, we're glad to have you aboard, and And, yeah, your mic is still a little bit hot. I could hear it, scratching and distorting a little bit. But other than that, you're coming in fairly good. And, and yeah, again, we're glad to have you aboard, and we look forward to hearing you again. KK7NWU from KJ7OMO, go ahead and take it.
You trust me an awful lot with the mic tonight. I'm actually, I switched to my phone. I don't know if anybody saw the link switch over for Echo Link or not, but I switched into my phone because I stepped outside. I really don't have a whole lot more to add. It's getting ready to send my husband off to work time. Yay for graveyard shift. And my boss just called and said they want me in at 10 o'clock tomorrow instead of 8 o'clock. So yay for sudden schedule switches, but it is what it is in the working world. Michaela does have all the information for Pride Radio Network, the Discord, the website, everything. So when she does finally feel ready, she'll reach out, and it's just a matter of time and patience and waiting, I guess. I'll talk to her again probably tomorrow. And then the 28th, what is the 28th? I don't even remember what day the 28th is, but I will be active as net control on the Oregon State District 1 network. I am officially a net control station for my local county Aries net. So that was fun to learn. I'm officially on the schedule for the first Thursday of every month. So that gets to be kind of fun. I didn't expect that. In the first two nets I ran as an alternate, our local commander said, hey, good job on the net. I'm going to put you permanently on the schedule. So there's a win there. Lots of different topics I could talk about, and I'm kind of running out of them. Back to net, KK7NWU.
KK7NWU from KJ7OMO returning. Well, congratulations on being permanent net control operator on another net, and congratulations on the other nets. That is freaking awesome. One of these days we ought to try and raid one of your nets there, and just to say good day. If you're on, if you're any of the nets you're on are internet connected, then yeah, we'll try and do a little raid or something. Maybe, if I could remember. Anyhow, it's good having you aboard. Alright, folks, we're at the bottom of the list again. So, unless we have additional check-ins out there, I'm probably gonna begin winding things down. So, if you're out there just listening in, and if you'd like to make your presence known, check into the Pride Radio Group net. All I need are your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and you're welcome to share your pronouns too if you like. And if you do check in, we'll keep the net going a little while longer, but if you don't, then we'll begin shutting things down. So, do we have anybody else out there wishing to check in? Please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically. Alrighty, well, do we have any additional check-ins? Any additional check-ins at all to the Pride Radio Group net? Please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically. Oh, did my mic not go through? Yeah, alright, looks like I'm having some computer hiccups, so I'm going to say that one more time. Do we have any additional check-ins? Any additional check-ins to the Pride Radio Group net? Please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically. Alrighty, well, I think that's it. If you haven't been able to check in if you weren't able to check in via voice, you're welcome to check in via NetLogger. You can check in via any of the live stream chats on YouTube, Twitch, and Kink. We're broadcasting live to those 3 platforms. If you're on Mastodon, or any other ActivityPub capable Fediverse servers such as Miss Key, Plamora, and many, many others. You can find me under the handle at KJ7OMO at Mastodon.radio, at KJ7OMO at Mastodon.radio. You can also check in via WinLink. Just send a message to my call sign on WinLink and we'll check you in that way. If you are a member of the Pride Radio Group Discord server, you can check in via the Skeds channel. You can also email me your check-ins. My email is kj7omo at gmail.com. Again, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar at gmail.com. If you happen to know my private social media links, you're welcome to check in via that as well. Alright, folks, I think we're going to start winding things down. We're going to go back up to Kilo Yankee 4, Foxtrot Victor, from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar.
Again, thanks guys for having me. Just wanted to check in with you guys. I have nothing else to add. Just wanted to, I switched back to Wires X because I think the All-Star was overrunning my microphone. Testing it out. So thank you very much. KY4SV. Thank y'all.
Alright, KY4FV from KJ7, OMO returning. Alright, well, thanks again for being here, and I shall toss my 7-3s your way, and we'll catch you next time. KK7NWU from KJ7OMO. Other than me, you're the last one standing.
I am actually going to bid a 7-3 to everyone and relax for the night. I'll post photos and whatnot of the shack build out in the Discord when I start building it. It'll probably be about another week before I really get hot and heavy into it. I've got to rerun all the coax cable, all of the associated preparation work for moving, ham gear around. So, yeah, it'll be fun. I bid you all a 7-3. Have a good night. KK7 NWU back in the woodwork.
Alrighty, KK7NWU from KJ7 OMO returning. Alright, well, thanks for being here and hanging out. 7-3 your way as well, and we'll catch you next time. Alrighty, folks, before we shut things down, do we have any final comments from any previously checked-in stations? Any final comments from previously checked-in stations? Please come now. Alrighty, folks, we're gonna go ahead and call that a wrap. Thank you all for participating and bringing fun to the airwaves. I would like to express gratitude to the Waverley Amateur Radio Society in Sydney, Australia, for letting us momentarily hijack their systems to bring coverage into Sydney. Special thanks to VK3JED, Victor Kilo 3 Juliet Echo Delta, and Victor Kilo 2 Whiskey Alpha Yankee for helping with the build out of the network and for making this network possible. And I also would like to thank the entire Pride Radio group for giving us the blessing to actually make this network and this net possible. I now release all frequencies, repeaters, and other systems back to their regular amateur use. Thank you once again, and 7-3 from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. This net is now closed with 14 check-ins, including yours truly. Alrighty, folks, I'm out of here. We'll catch y'all next time, and 7-3. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, and I am clearing out of here. With that out of the way, I'm out of here, folks. Thanks for watching and tuning in and all that stuff. I shall say my 7-3s, and I will be going ahead and ending the live stream here. Catch y'all later, folks. I'm out of here. 7-3 from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar.